Welcome to Minnesota. Yes, it's true, folks. If you are thinking about moving to Minnesota, we get a lot of snow. If you're wondering just how much snow, well, you're in luck, because in this video, I'm going to be going over what to expect with Minnesota weather, activities, and lifestyle. If this is your first video, my name is Kayla Schluter, and I am a realtor with RE/MAX Results and the Locker Home Group. I love providing educational videos for Minnesota lifestyle and living, especially in the Twin Cities South Metro. So let's go head back inside and learn a little bit more about Minnesota. Welcome back inside. This is actually going to be a two-part video. In part one, I will be covering weather, careers, and housing. And in part two, next week, I will be going over all the other great things about Minnesota. So let's get started. So I just want to let you know that in a recent study in 2020 by wallethub.com, Minnesota was actually ranked #1 overall for best state for families. And that's based on family fun, health and safety, education, childcare, and overall affordability. So that's pretty cool. So if you are thinking about moving to Minnesota, more than likely you are going to be coming for the amazing job opportunities, the world-class healthcare, the fact that it's a great place to raise families, the education system, or to be closer to family already living here. Most people don't come to Minnesota for the frigid below zero winters that last 5 or 6 months. Anyway, so let's talk about those career opportunities. As I mentioned, many people move here for the career opportunities because Minnesota ranks near the top of all states for the most Fortune 500 companies per 1 million people. And that means we have got a lot of big companies. In fact, Minnesota has 16 Fortune 500 companies. These headquarters are Target, United Health Group, Cargill, Best Buy, 3M, CHS, US Bank, Land O'Lakes, Medtronic, Ecolab, General Mills, and the list goes on, you guys. It's a great state to live in and move up the corporate ladder. So let's talk about housing. The Twin Cities housing market includes Minneapolis, St. Paul, as well as the surrounding suburbs. Real estate clearly is going to be more affordable as you move farther away from these larger cities such as Minneapolis and St. Paul. But according to Minneapolis Area Association of Realtors, aka MAR, the 13-county Twin Cities region, the median 12-month rolling average for home prices as of September 2020 is just shy of $300,000. And that is a record high, you guys. So you definitely can find housing below $300,000 and plenty of houses above $300,000. But that's the median purchase price for the last 12 months. Now you may be wondering, which counties are the fastest growing? Well, check out Carver County or Scott County if you're curious about which cities or which counties are growing the fastest. Now, as far as the most expensive counties to live in, again, Carver tops the list, and closely followed by Washington County and Scott County. So these counties are pretty expensive to live in. If you're thinking about finding affordable suburbs, shoot for the North Metro, and clearly just go farther out. But make sure to consider your commute. So let's go on to Minnesota landscape and weather. All right. In general, Minnesota is pretty flat. No mountains, no Grand Canyons, no oceans, although we do have Lake Superior on the northeastern side of the state, which is pretty much as close as we're going to get to an ocean. Northern Minnesota, you can expect to see some deeper lakes, some rocky ridges, thicker pine forests, and as you move south in Minnesota, you can expect wide open farm fields and very flat land. So that's Minnesota landscape for you. Moving on to weather. Many people love Minnesota for its 4 distinct seasons: spring, summer, fall, winter. Now in the springtime, you can expect decent rainfalls and wintry mixes. We still do have a lot of snow in March, and oftentimes the snowfalls linger into April. And every once in a while we have May snowstorms too, but we won't talk about those. Now summer are hot and humid, and it's a great time for those summer festivals and water sports and backyard barbecues. The average temperature is about in the mid 70s in the northern part, mid 80s in the lower part. We do get a handful of 100+ degree days, and those are usually in July. Fall in Minnesota is by far my favorite season. It's much less humid and fewer bugs. But you will need to have to deal with some unpredictability. You may have some summer days, some winter days, some in-between fall days. You just never know what you're going to get in the fall. Winter now, it's true, it can be brutal, and it lasts 5 to 6 months. The coldest months are going to be December through February, and those are the months that you really need to dress in warm clothes and high quality boots. Yep, those negative 40-degree boots, those are made for Minnesota winters. Now the average Twin Cities temperatures in January range from a high of about 24 degrees Fahrenheit down to about 8 degrees Fahrenheit for a low. But quite honestly, that doesn't mean anything. What you really need to factor in is the wind chill. It is possible to have negative 30 degrees on those colder days, and I've even seen negative 55 degrees. And on those cold days, Minnesota is actually a place that hurts to breathe outside. Yeah, it's crazy, you guys. And frostbite can actually occur in 5 minutes or less. So it's cold. Now, as far as snowfall goes, in the winter, you can expect about 52 inches of snow in the Twin Cities metro area. But if you're moving up closer to the Lake Superior area, they're going to get upwards of that 70 inches of snowfall. In addition to our cold winters, Minnesota is truly the land of 10,000 lakes. Well, actually 11,842 lakes, but who's going to be counting? Now, lakes are an important part of our culture, and you will notice traffic on Fridays leaving the Twin Cities to go up north to the cabins. So take that into consideration in your commutes. Now, learning to swim is a must because at some point in your life, you will likely have the opportunity to kayak, canoe, swim, boat, or fish. And for safety reasons, you really should know how to swim. Now, in wintertime, Minnesota has the frozen kind of lake fun. So you can expect ice fishing, ice skating, hockey, snowmobile races, and don't forget the polar plunge, which you can jump into some icy waters for a few seconds to raise money for Special Olympics. But in all honesty, Minnesota is a great place to live, despite my love-hate relationship with winter. Stay tuned for my next video next week when we'll go over all the other great things Minnesota has to offer regarding art, culture, sports, and much more. I hope you learned a little bit more, and if you have any questions, comment below. If you want to reach me directly, remember my contact information is also in the description below. Thanks for listening and have a great day.